we have a periodic signal. Okay, two periodic signals. Let us suppose we have two periodic signals, x1t and x2t, and both of them are added together. Both of them are added together, x1t and x2t. Okay. Now, let us suppose it has time period t1 and it has time period t2. Now the question is whether these sum of two periodic signal is a periodic signal or not. This is this question. Can anybody answer? Sum of two periodic signal is periodic or not. Let us suppose sum is x3, then x3 will be periodic or not. This is the question. Can anybody answer? Okay. If it is periodic signal, then we can say that x1t will be equal to xtk t1. Agree? ये होगा, these two will be equal because it is periodic and time period is t1. So the x1t will be equal to x1t plus k plus t1. Okay. Similarly, where k is an integer, similarly x2t will be equal to x2t plus m times t2. Okay, because x1t is periodic in t1 and x2t is periodic in t2, therefore these two signals will be equal to these. Okay, now if we need x3t to be periodic, then this should also repeats its values after some time period, let us say t3. Agree? Okay. So what does that means? And of course, what we need to know is that if x3t is periodic in t3, then it means what is x3t? x3t is basically sum of these two signals. Then it should be like this also. t1, that means it should follow this thing also. Because it is the sum of x3t is sum of x1t and x3t. x3t is sum of x1t and x2t. Okay. And it will be possible only when this will be possible, this equation will be possible when k1t1 is equal to mt2 is equal to nt3. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that t1 by t2 should be equal to t1 by t2 should be equal to m by k, m by k. Okay, so that means that the ratio, if the ratio of time period of two signals is a rational number, this is what? This is the ratio of two integers, and ratio of two integers are called rational number. Okay, so that means it will be possible when ratio of t1 and t2 is a rational number. Okay. Okay. That means sum of two periodic signal is periodic only if the ratio of their respective period can be expressed as rational number. Okay. And what will be the T3? T3 क्या होगा? T3 will be LCM of T1 and T2. T3 will be least common multiple of T1 and T2. Okay. Second year. Okay. So, if I ask you whether cos pi by 3 t plus sine t, okay, is it periodic or not? Cos pi by 3t and plus sine pi t, ये periodic है कि नहीं है? तो सबसे पहले cos और sin आप अकेले अकेले तो periodic होते हैं. Cosine and sine signals are periodic in nature. So what will be time period of first signal? Time period of first signal can be obtained by finding out omega. What is omega? Omega is pi by 3 here, because t के साथ जो लिखा है वो omega होगा. And what will be t? So let us say ये omega 1 है. What will be t1? t1 will be 2 pi by omega. 2 pi by omega, and it will be 2 pi by omega will be कितना हो जाएगा? 2 pi by omega 6 हो जाएगा. 2 pi by omega 6 हो जाएगा.
यस सर.
ओमेगा 1 ये तो इसके लिए हो गया. साइन टी के लिए ओमेगा कितना होगा? जल्दी बताइए. साइन टी के लिए ओमेगा कितना होगा? बताइए 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 जल्दी. कितना होगा? 1 होगा ना. So it will be 2 pi by omega 2, यानी कि it will be 2 pi. Okay. So what will be T1 by T2? T1 by T2 will be equal to 6 by 2 pi. Agree? And it will be 3 by pi. So 3 by pi is a rational number or irrational number? 3 by pi. 3 by pi rational number है या irrational number है? बताइए. It is an irrational number. and therefore this signal is periodic or aperiodic? Non-periodic. Yeah, aperiodic. It is an non-periodic signal. Okay, it is an non-periodic signal. Can you just tell me if it would have been cos t plus sin t, तो क्या होता?
Yes. सर एक्चुअली पीरियोडिक होने के लिए क्या रैशनल नंबर होना जरूरी है?
हाँ जी, अभी प्रूव किया ना, रेशियो होना जरूरी है. रेशियो ऑफ t1 एंड t2 शुड बी रैशनल नंबर, और ये आ रहा है इरैशनल नंबर.
पीरियोडिक सर.
So it will be periodic signal. It will be periodic signal. Okay, this will be periodic signal. This will be periodic signal. Why? Because here t1 by t2 will be 1, hence it will be a rational number. Therefore, it will be a periodic signal. Okay. Similarly, similar argument holds for the this argument holds good for the, this was continuous time signal के लिए. Similar argument holds good for the discrete time signals also. For example, suppose we have this kind of a signal, cos, this is discrete time signal, pi by 3 n plus sine pi by 3 pi by 4 pi by 4 n. Okay, this is a discrete time signal. So what will be omega for this? Let us say omega 1 is pi by 3 here. Okay, and omega 2 is pi by 4. Omega 2 is pi by 4, क्योंकि इसके साथ, इस वाले सिग्नल के साथ n के साथ क्या लिखा है, pi by 3, और इस वाले सिग्नल के साथ n के साथ क्या लिखा है, pi by 4. एंड ओमेगा फॉर डिस्क्रीट टाइम सिग्नल जनरली हम कैपिटल ओमेगा से दिखाते हैं. इसमें हम स्मॉल ओमेगा से दिखाते हैं, इसमें हम कैपिटल ओमेगा से जनरली दिखाते हैं. सो लेट अस लाइक दिस. अगर टाइम पीरियड में रेशियो कह लो या ओमेगा में भी रेशियो आप कह सकते हैं. ओमेगा 1 बाय ओमेगा 2 शुड बी अ रैशनल नंबर, क्योंकि 2 पाई बाय 3 होता है. सॉरी, ओमेगा व्हाट विल बी टी, इसमें t जो होता है वो होता है n, पीरियोडिक. ठीक है. सो n विल बी ओमेगा बाय, सॉरी, n विल बी 2 पाई बाय ओमेगा. ठीक है. सो ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं, या चलिए इसको ऐसे. अब इसमें n1 क्या होगा, इसमें इसका टाइम पीरियड क्या होगा, n1 will be 2 pi by omega 1, 2 pi by omega 1. So what will be n1? n1 will be, क्या होगा n1, 6 हो जाएगा.
6.
ऐसे ही इसमें n2 क्या होगा, 8. Okay, and 1 by n2, n1 is 6, n2 is 8. So n1 by n2 will be 6 by 8. Okay, so it is a rational number. And what will be the periodicity of this? LCM of n1 and n2. LCM of n1 and n2 कितना होगा, 6 और 8 का LCM कितना होगा, will be, periodicity of this signal will be 24, because LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. तो इसकी जो periodicity होगी, जो सम की periodicity होगी, it will be 24. And what will be omega?